This is Randy Altman. We're here at SIGGRAPH 2017, and I have Dave Frederick. And we're just going to chat a bit about what's new, about the show, about some trends. So this is your second SIGGRAPH. Can you talk about why this was a show that's important to you guys to start attending?
Yeah, sure, Randy. First of all, thanks for having me, and it's always great to see you. And it's great to be back at SIGGRAPH. We initiated an animation and VFX discipline within Quantum last year, came to SIGGRAPH, and we had a great response. We've done a number of projects since then, and in fact, we've got some new things to talk about here at this show, talking specifically to the production of high-res, high-quality imagery, both image-based and also stream-based for cinematics.
Now, I was going to say, so most people know Quantum through post-production and broadcast, but your tools are very suited for people that are working with a lot of data, in, VR and VFX. And I know that today you guys started shipping StoreNext.
That's right.
Which was introduced at NAB.
Uh-huh.
So dig into the technology a little bit.
Yeah. StoreNext 6 has a lot of features that enable and enhance the capabilities of StoreNext to move data intelligently around systems. And there's a number of different levels where that happens. And find that as image sizes and stream sizes have become larger and larger, the pressure is greater on primary storage. You have this expensive resource called primary storage, and being able to keep that resource available without having to continually invest in more primary storage by utilizing archive storage that's both visible, accessible, and automatic is a huge boon to anybody producing a lot of content. So the features that we've introduced allow systems and organizations to tier their data either internally within their facility, externally to their own public cloud accounts at Amazon or Google or Microsoft, or even within an array to move content automatically between a high-speed flash environment for rendering and for image production and a lower cost disk tier that's perfect for cinematic production. It also means you can move content around the facility without traversing the network and clogging up everybody's workstations.
And you're giving them flexibility in which to work.
Exactly. Yeah. It's really been well received. I think that not to downplay the dedicated storage boxes, but a lot of facilities find that when they get a box, one of the first things that happens is it immediately fills up, and their choices seem to be limited to either buy another box and hook it up and it becomes another puddle of storage, or just try to delete data to keep enough space on it. It becomes really difficult to work with.
So, talk about just some specifics of StoreNext 6 and what people need to know within this industry that's important to them.
Yeah, well, one of the new features in StoreNext, first of all, StoreNext 6 is the latest generation of a file and data management system that has been around for over 25 years. It was originally designed specifically to handle large imagery. Specifically, satellite imagery was where it came from. So it's optimized to read pixels and read data in a sequential fashion, as opposed to other systems that might be more optimized for random I/O. And random I/O comes into play when you're doing multi-stream editing. We have lots of people doing editing of streaming content, but in the production of image-based content, like a lot of animation and VFX, it's much better to have those images be arranged on the disk in the correct order so that they can be effectively worked on like images, but still streamed like a stream of files. And that's exactly what StoreNext was designed to do. With StoreNext 6, we've added capabilities to not only monitor bandwidth usage, but also control it. So we can guarantee performance for certain users and limit performance to other users on a client-by-client basis. So this gives a lot of control, and when you're using a shared storage system, not everybody is working on the same value of stuff, right? There's people that are going to be doing some character generation or modeling, and there's other people that are working on the final color and design of the backgrounds or something, and need a much larger amount of performance from the storage. So now they have that ability to control that.
Fantastic. So what's next for you guys in terms of just looking down the road a little bit in trends?
Yeah, well, I think we talked actually at NAB about this trend we're seeing of storage capacity becoming less and less of a concern quite ubiquitous now. You can get as much capacity as you want. And in fact, some of the deep cold storage in the cloud is almost free, right? And so what's becoming important to people as they're creating larger files and more files is, how do I manage that data? How do I know what I have? How do I move it around efficiently? How do I eliminate duplicates or content? And finally, how do I keep track of what's actually in my files without having to hire people to sit there and type metadata all day? So we've got an initiative with our partner Veritone, which is an AI engine company. What they do is they provide a service where we can select AI engines based on the quality of their output, their price, and their performance. And the Veritone solution runs in the cloud. Quantum has brought their engines down to the ground so we can run them against large content repositories. And so what's often the case is that work in media and video effects tends to be very big, and we don't have the time or the money to transfer all that up to the cloud to do some AI. And AI might be identifying logos, doing PR on finding all instances, all the way to speech translation. And if you're using a media asset management program, you can feed your MAM with exactly the kind of data that it likes to eat, which is metadata. It's www.quantum.com.
So much for
All right, thank you, Randy.